Hi everyone, good afternoon. This is Thiru, CEO of Unnati Holdings Singapore, the parent company of Unnati Mans Biotech Dairy Farms Private Limited, a company incorporated in India. What you're looking at is a 3D representation of the farm infrastructure that will be sitting in Javali, Maharashtra, India. The 5 blue sheds are the cow housing sheds. Each shed is capable of holding more than 300 cows. The shed in the middle, which is grey in color, is where the milking parlor and milk processing facility is located, and the white rectangular looking infrastructure is where all the offices, admin offices and storage facilities will be held, and the two roundish kind of structure that you see behind those buildings are where the biogas digesters will be located, and the rest of the infrastructure is other office buildings and accommodation quarters for the staff who will be working in there. This infrastructure will be sitting on a 26-acre piece of land in Javali, Maharashtra, India, which is owned by Unnati. Unnati Mans Biotech Dairy Farm. It's an integrated dairy farm. What you're about to see is the presentation of the highlights of the infrastructure development that has been undertaken and completed on site as of November 2018. The Rotary Parlour. The following pictures on this slide will show you the extent of civil construction that needed to be undertaken in order to site this Rotary Parlour in our location in Javali. That is the completed Rotary Parlour, which is fully commissioned and ready for operation. It can accommodate about 48 cows in one rotation, milking about 50 cows in about 10 minutes, 300 cows in 1 hour, and about 2,400 cows in a span of 8 hours. So if you are milking the cow 3 times a day, that would be the upper limit of the capacity of this farm. The following pictures on this slide will show you the amount of civil engineering work that was undertaken to construct the animal housing or animal shelters on site in Javali. These sheds were German design, improved upon by the Japanese and further improved upon by the geniusness of Mr. Vijay Kulkarni, the balding man on the right. Today, these sheds stand at 36 meters wide and 110 meters long. Each of these sheds is capable of housing more than 300 cows. As you can see from this picture, these are modern animal housing infrastructure built according to Western standards, where the cows are not allowed to move on to where the feed area is, thereby separating them and ensuring that the cows do not urinate or defecate on top of their food, keeping them hygienic at all times. Beyond the first row of cows, you see the area where the cows will sit down and ruminate on thick rubber mats, which will keep them comfortable and ensure that the udders do not get scratched with tiny grains of sand or pebble. What you are about to see in the next couple of pictures on this slide is the milk processing plant and equipment that has already been installed on site. These equipment are from Pune. They have already been installed and commissioned and are ready for commercial production. The fully commissioned processing plant can process about 50,000 liters of milk per day. What you are seeing here is the milk packaging plant, capable of packaging 3,000 liters of milk per hour. This is an equipment also from Pune. As you can see, it is fully commissioned and ready for commercial production. What you are seeing in this slide is a TMR wagon from Slow King. It is actually a feed mixer responsible for making sure that the fodder that we feed to the cows are all uniformly mixed. It is another key component of modern dairy farm. Water is another critical resource in any dairy farm. A typical cow drinks about 110 liters of water per day. Together with the amount of water that's needed for general purpose cleaning for the maintenance of the farm, you need to set aside about 250 liters of water per cow per day. That's a massive amount of water when you consider that this farm in Javali will have more than 2,500 cows. What you are seeing in this slide is some of the water infrastructure that we've actually constructed on site. What you do not see are the additional 5 bore wells that's already bought and commissioned, which can also provide additional water in our farm. The next couple of pictures that you will see on this slide will show you the river at Javali and the extent of earthwork that was actually undertaken to widen and deepen this river, as a result of which today the river looks like this, and it is capable of holding more than 10,000 cubic meters of water. What you are seeing is a Google image showing that there is still water on our farm, whereas the neighboring lands are dry. This was taken during a dry season, and what this picture is also showing you is a couple of other reservoirs that we've actually created. As a result of all of this water infrastructure, this farm can withstand a drought for about 5 years. This is an open well that is on site. The amount of earthwork that was done to deepen it and widen it, as the result of which the well looks like this. It is 13 meters wide and more than 22 meters deep, capable of holding more than 2,400 cubic meters of water. What you are seeing in this picture is our biogas plant, which is nearing completion at our farm site. The following set of pictures that you will see on this slide will give you an indication of the massiveness of this project. In order to really appreciate the size and scale of this project, you need to take note that in this picture, what you are seeing is actually a man right at the bottom of the pit. That should really give you an appreciation of the size and scale of this massive undertaking. What you are seeing in this picture is the completed substructure of this biogas digester. What's left is for us just to do the topping up and to complete the surface superstructure comprising of the admin building and storage facilities, including the housing for all of the biogas equipment and plant machinery. This is a letter given by Dr. B.S. Negi, the Chief Scientist of the Ministry of National and Renewable Energy. It basically says that we are eligible for a grant of USD $135,000 once we have installed and commissioned this project. Dr. B.S. Negi sits on our board and is a very strong proponent of this project, as he sees the potential of replicating similar projects all over India. These are some of the other heifer and dry cow sheds that we have already constructed and completed on site. That brings me to the end of the presentation. On behalf of the management and team from Unnati, thank you.